The purpose of this video is to help parents and students understand a little bit more about how to navigate the Google Classroom webpage and how to find what the work is for the day. Understand that the stream can get very, very busy. I've deleted a lot of things out of that for now, but we always want to go into Classwork because I'm going to have things in topics. So right now we have just one. Obviously, we've just started ecosystems. And you'll see that there are some things inside of here. The remote learning Google Slides will be what you need to open every day to see what we are doing. So this document here is what you want to open every day to see what we're doing. So let's look at today. And you'll notice that it has the date and the day and what we're doing. And obviously if you've gotten to Tuesday, you've gone too far. So we are only in this. So for today, we were going to do a Zoom this morning. We did that. Not a lot of people were on, and it's understandable. I know some people were having issues getting logged in, but we're working on that. So if you don't happen to get on, I will always go back and make another video. So here's a link to my YouTube channel, and it gives all of the descriptions of what I did today. But the thing I want to talk about is this. This is something that I need all the students and parents to be familiar with and understand how to use, because it makes it very easy for all of us to be able to work together and to get all the notes. And that is something called Nearpod. So I have this link here for the students, although we should have bookmarked it. I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it for all the kids, but you'll notice that it's got Nearpod codes. Now these codes change as we move along into different slides. So I don't want them to write them down and think that that's the code for the rest of the year. It does change, but I will always post it in the feed here on the days that things change. But let's just take this one for example. So we'll go into Miss Saunders, and I'm going to remember this CJ IDA, and I'm going to click on this link, and it takes me to Nearpod. Now in Nearpod it says to enter the code. Well, I'm going to put the code in for Miss Saunders, CJ IDA. I'm going to hit join. That takes me to the slides that I have created. Please have your child put their name in here. A lot of them put 5th. Yes, they're in 5th grade, but there are little minor quizzes and things in here, and it helps me understand, do students understand what I'm talking about, or do I need to go and reteach it? So make sure they put their correct name in here. I don't need anything down here. Just their first and last name is fine. And they are able to join a lesson. Now the cool thing about this is this. They are able to go through all of my slides at their pace. They're able to take, like I said, little minor quizzes. If they want to, it will actually read aloud portions of things to them.
Abiotic factor. Non-living part of an ecosystem.
So I know we have some students that need to have read aloud. So these notes are very interactive, and it also helps the kids work at their own pace. Some kids write super fast. Some kids write a little slower. Some kids need to write slower so they don't write so sloppy. Some of them are going to take notes on a computer. However they're doing that, they're able to use this Nearpod. And then when they get to the quiz portion of things, which is here, obviously I get the feedback on that. Now I'm going to skip through this really quickly because I did that this morning for the kids and I missed all of them on purpose. So I got a terrible grade. I mean, obviously if I get that, I need to work with that student some more. I also embed videos for the students to watch. They have access to Discovery Education. They're going to have access to Study Jams. And these are the videos I would have watched in class. Then they get to go on, and this is what we're going to work on tomorrow. We'll start picking up with producers as one of the living things in an ecosystem. And so every day they're able to go back and they're able to work on their own. If they're working with me, that's great. They can watch me because I'll have these slides going across my screen. I'll leave them notes. If they happen to get behind or they're not in class live with me that morning when I Zoom, that's okay. I'll go back as soon as I finish and make another recording, and just like this one, post it to my YouTube channel. So that's how we use this portion. It's going to be here. Here's just another link to Nearpod. Here's the ecosystems video that I made for today for everybody. This here, they've had a lot of questions about today. It is just a vocabulary study guide. Here's all the vocabulary words for this week. We have over 500 vocabulary words that we will learn in science just this year alone. So here's vocabulary words, and then these down here are just practice. This is not something you're going to turn into me. The kids can write these in their notebook to get extra practice because helps them when they look at this and they say, okay, something that breaks down dead materials, when they come back up here and they find breaks down dead materials here, then they're going to start remembering the word decomposer, because I actually have them do that again. So here it would be, there it is again. You'll see that they just get that extra practice and that repetition of using the word decomposer over and over and over. I will also send out, I haven't introduced the kids to this, another fun website that they can use during the week to test themselves on their vocabulary. And if they're getting 80s and 90s and 100s, they're probably going to get an 80, 90, 100 on the quiz that I give when we do those. So that's just an overview of Google Classroom and how things are designed to make it as streamlined as possible for the kids. This is probably their most important tool, because everything is going to be in here by the day. It's going to have the day, it's going to have the date. So if they get to here, obviously I don't have anything on Tuesday because I don't want kids working ahead. They know that they don't have to go any further once they get to the next day. And I try to make that as precise as possible in here. Like here I said to go over slides 1 to 7 today. Again, if there happen to be questions or need anything, then just let me know. Send me an email, send me a dojo, call me on the phone, whatever it happens to be. I'm always there for kids. And if you look up here, you can see I've got about 10 kids right now from this morning that are in Nearpod, and they're on here as well, and they're working through their work from this morning. So I know that kids are doing what they're supposed to do. But I just want to give that quick tutorial to the parents in case they have questions. You can walk through it with them as well.